Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this lesson, we'll be analyzing the fourth chapter of the first part of the novel Atonement. Now, Cecilia spends the afternoon repairing the vase. Bryony passes by in tears, and Cecilia endeavors to comfort her. Cecilia hopes to calm her younger sister and feel as though she is in control, but she is bothered that Bryony's sadness seems to have an element of autonomy. Bryony says mysteriously that the whole thing's the wrong genre and runs away, leaving Cecilia confused. Now, in this scene, both Bryony and Cecilia are upset by their lack of control over other people. Bryony is distressed that the real relationship between Robbie and Cecilia doesn't conform to her childish, idealized vision of it, while Cecilia is upset that Bryony has feelings of her own, feelings too complex for Cecilia to comfort absolute. And as it is the battle of perspectives, the theme happens to be perspective over here and stories and literature. As everything what she sees, every character what Brian sees is actually through the lens of her writing. Okay, so Cecilia idles around the house, annoyed at the way Robbie treated her, and sees from a window that two visitors have arrived to the estate. One happens to be Leon, her brother, and along with him is his friend Paul Marshall, who is the son of the millionaire manufacturer of the chocolate Amoeba. She goes down to greet the men herself, since her mother is lying down with a headache and her father is out of town. She instructs an awkward adolescent servant, who is Denny Hartman, to bring the guests' bags to the second floor. Now, Cecilia must take over roles as a hostess and a mother because her absent parents are not up to the job. As a woman, she can't escape this role. The themes happen to be class and lost innocence. Now, the visitors converse with Cecilia by the swimming pool. Paul talks at length about his work in the chocolate factory and the plans to make the amoeba a standard issue confection for every soldier in the event that England decides to fight against Hitler's agitation. As Paul speaks, Cecilia contemplates how ugly and bone-headed he seems. This scene illustrates not only that Paul is self-absorbed and boring, but also that Cecilia is equally self centered. Neither seem to have any empathy for one another. Paul is interested in the enlargement of his fortune and not at all about Cecilia or the harm that will be done to the soldiers in the war, while Cecilia is indistinctively judgmental of Paul's mannerisms. The themes happen to be class and perspective. Moving on, once Paul finishes his monologue, Leon reveals that he has asked Robbie to join them for the dinner that night. Cecilia is annoyed and asks Leon to disinvite him, but soon resigns herself to dining with Robbie. An awkward silence ensues, which Paul breaks by offering to fix everyone a drink inside. Now, just as the Quincy's ruined Bryony's conception of how her play was supposed to turn out, Leon has ruined Cecilia's image of the dinner party. The sisters evidently share the desire to control their surroundings and the resentment of others' unexpected actions of people. With this, we end the analysis of this brief chapter. If you've got any questions, please feel free to question.